A chilling mystery grips the nation as police release new footage of a person of interest in the shocking killing of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Who is this masked figure seen in the heart of New York City, and what secrets does the trail of evidence hold? Overnight, police have released two new images of a person of interest in the shocking and tragic killing of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson. These images show a figure inside what appears to be a taxi cab and walking next to a vehicle in another photo. The release of these images comes after police recovered a backpack in Central Park, a crucial piece of evidence that they believe may be linked to the person of interest captured in surveillance footage. Law enforcement officials have confirmed that no gun was found in the backpack, but other strange items were discovered, including a jacket and Monopoly money. These peculiar items raise more questions about the identity and intentions of the suspect. What could they mean? Why were these items present at the scene? As the investigation progresses, we learn more about the suspect's movements. The timeline starts on Sunday, November 24th, when a shooter arrived in New York. The individual was caught on camera at the Port Authority bus terminal, but details surrounding their journey remain unclear. It is known that the bus he took originated in Atlanta, though the specific time he boarded is still under investigation. The suspect then took a taxi where the shooting occurred. Interestingly, he was present at the scene for half an hour before leaving the area and heading to a nearby hostel. Upon checking in, it appears that the suspect may have used a fake ID, which only deepens the mystery surrounding this individual. At the hostel, the suspect displayed even more unusual behavior. Reportedly, he kept his mask on at all times, even while eating, only lowering it to take a bite of food. Was this a precautionary measure to conceal his identity, or was there a deeper reason behind it? In a strange turn of events, the suspect flirted with a woman working at the front desk when he initially arrived. The timeline of the suspect's movements takes a further twist. Early in the morning on November 29th, the suspect checked out of the hostel, only to return the following day. He then left at 5:30 a.m. on the morning of the shooting. After traveling by bike through Central Park and then by taxi further uptown, he made his way to a bus terminal, where investigators believe he boarded a bus out of New York City. From that point onward, the trail goes cold. This mysterious and elusive figure is now the center of a nationwide manhunt. Authorities are exploring all possible leads. One of the most intriguing aspects of this case is the weapon used in the shooting. Investigators are looking into whether the firearm may have been a rare veterinary gun, typically used to put down animals. This would be an unusual weapon for a crime of this nature and could indicate something far more sinister behind the killing. In a separate but intriguing development, law enforcement has clarified that words were written on the shell casings found at the scene of the crime. The words depose, delay, and deny were scrawled in Sharpie on each casing. Some experts believe these words could be a reference to frustration with the health insurance industry, possibly offering a clue into the motive behind the crime. Could this act have been driven by personal frustration with the industry? Or is there a much more calculated reason for these actions? As police continue their investigation, they are following every lead in an attempt to bring the responsible individual to justice. A $50,000 reward has been offered for information that leads to an arrest. However, the investigation remains challenging. Law enforcement has emphasized that, while the trail has gone cold, they are not giving up. The net is tightening, and with each passing day, they are inching closer to uncovering the truth. The NYPD's involvement, along with the FBI's assistance, signals the seriousness of this case. It's clear that authorities are sparing no expense to track down the killer. While the exact motive behind the murder remains a mystery, officials are confident that they will soon be able to piece together the evidence and bring the perpetrator to justice. In the coming days, we can expect more developments as the authorities continue to analyze all available data, including surveillance footage and witness testimonies. Every new piece of information brings them closer to solving this tragic case. Stay tuned as we follow the investigation closely and bring you updates on any new discoveries. This is a developing story, and the search for the person responsible for Brian Thompson's death is far from over.